Hey, it's Logan here again. I'm at the park again, sitting here, enjoying the weather. A little bit cool out, It's mid-November. It's perfect weather. I like it. I mean, I'm wearing a bunch of layers, but cold air is nice. It's better than the heat. So what I want to talk about today is phones and technology, because it's been something that's bugging me for a while. Using phones and sitting on the internet, right? Like, I feel like a lot of us, especially nowadays, are so glued to our phones that we kind of like forget about reality, if that makes sense. We just sit there and like scroll and scroll, on Facebook or Snapchat, whatever. Like, I had to take it upon myself to go back and delete those apps because it's such a big issue. I'm not saying don't be connected to other people, because I met quite a few really cool people online, but I still use Discord, and that's how I connect with others, and I still have Messenger and Facebook, right? But I don't know, man. It's just like you get stuck in a loop when you go on there, especially with all the YouTube shorts or Facebook shorts that they throw in there. They'll grab your attention, and you sit there and fucking watch them and watch them and watch them, and it just gets tiring. It's depressing. I don't like it. I don't, because it feels like it gives not just me, but a lot of people, like, some form of ADHD. Makes their attention span shorter, and it's just really frustrating, because I feel like my attention span is shorter because I grew up on my computer, when I was a teenager. I didn't spend a lot of time socializing with people because I was so used to playing video games and all that crap. So when I was younger, I wish I knew how bad it would get, Now I'm older, I'm a little wiser. So I've kind of learned to not use them as much and go out and enjoy the fine weather we're having. It's a nice thing. And this park is pretty fucking beautiful too, so it's quite a few paths, you could take to walk around. There's a bridge straight ahead from where I'm looking, pretty much from where this camera is, but so yeah. What I wanted to say is that I think all of you, and I'm challenging you guys to get off your phone and go for more walks. Go touch some grass, right? And I'm being serious. Like, I'm not just joking around. I'm joking a little bit. Well, I'm always joking around, But seriously, if we went outside and touch grass, and especially if you delete all these apps that are causing you issues, like whether it be Facebook, Snapchat, you name it, And like, the other thing too is, like, you watch other people doing shit, and I feel like, especially in men, I feel like this decreases testosterone because you're watching other men succeed. It's like watching football or porn. I don't recommend it, right? Because, like I said, you're watching other men succeed. Why would you do that? Kind of makes you a bitch. This is why I quit watching all that garbage. So I think if you go outside, and enjoy nature, and it'll be more beneficial to you. Helps your brain think better, you know. Helps you process things. If you spend some time with your thoughts, you know, be bored. Be bored. Seriously. And I find when people are bored, they get more creative. It's like when you're young. I mean, I'm a Zoomer, so I didn't get the chance to experience what it was like in the 90s. And I didn't really get to spend much time in the early 2000s, because by the time 2007 came around, that's when the first iPod came out. And it was all downhill from there. So, I mean, I remember getting my iPod when I was 7, you know. It's kind of crazy, a 7-year-old with an iPod. That just reminded me of, I was out the other day. I was working, and I saw this kid that couldn't have been older than 3 years old in a stroller, right? And this fucking kid knew how to operate a phone, and it's just like, I'm not talking, you know, boop, 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 boop phone. I'm talking, you know, what we use all the time, right? Touchscreens. It's like, there's gotta be something that just fucks with the development of those kids, you know? Especially if you're a parent and you're fucking allowing your kid to sit there with a phone, unsupervised, mind you. And I don't even think you should even have them on a phone, because they should be out enjoying nature and talking to other people. I think that's a big problem with our society now, is that we don't spend a lot of time talking to each other, you know, getting to know your neighbor, because we're so glued to our screens, and it's fucking annoying to see. Like, there's no love in it, you know. You don't get to interact with other people, right? You just fucking sit there and scroll and scroll and scroll. Well, I'm just going on and on, but, you know, that's how I am. But yeah, there was a kid that knew how to operate a phone, and it's just like, well, what the fuck? What's going on here? Why are these parents allowing these really young children to sit there on these phones and watch just garbage, you know? And I'm willing to talk, because I was the same way when I was growing up a bit. I was on the computer watching fucking cute things exploding on YouTube, you know, and that's brain rot too. So that's our old brain rot. So I'm not like much different from these kids, but I think it's worse, you know, as the internet becomes more regulated and you watch these videos that are just garbage, you know, and they're short, very short, and short form content is so fucking bad for the brain, you know. It really just fucks with your head. So, and I'm not saying like to completely cut yourself off from the internet, because that's probably unrealistic at this state, but I do recommend trying to cut yourself off from short form content, and go support creators that have these long form videos, these video essays. Go and watch those, and try to get through one of those videos in this one sitting if you can. And the other thing with that too, try not to do something else while you're sitting there watching the video, because I think that's another problem, is that we're multitasking way too much, you know. We're watching a video while we're doing something else. We don't give ourselves time to think about shit, and don't give ourselves time to rest our minds, you know, and be with our own thoughts. And if you don't get time to spend with your own thoughts, you're kind of fucking yourself over, because you don't give yourself time to process shit. This isn't anything new. I think all of us know this by now, but it's a big issue, and I wanted to talk about it because it's pissing me off, It really is. People don't know each other anymore. People don't even know themselves anymore because they spend so much time on the phone. So, yeah, that's about it. I just recommend everybody to stay off the phone. Go touch some grass, go fishing, you know. Do what I do. You don't have to do exactly what I do, but do something similar. Anyway, Logan signing off.